Hey, Aries, this is Joy with Joy of the World here to take an intuitive peek into the energies going on around you. Friends and subscribers, welcome back. And if you're new to this channel, be sure you click that subscribe button and ring the bell out beside it. They'll notify you anytime I post new videos. Also, if you find you like the content we provide here at Joy of the World, be sure to give us that big thumbs up, like, share, and comment down below. So, I had new decks on the way. They're not here just yet. I'd hope to use them for your reading, but we'll get to them next week. They're coming in from the donations that have been given into this channel. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, friends. So for now, Aries, let's get to shuffling and see what's going on, because you showed me in a bit of the pre-shuffle. I didn't dig too deep, just got one little nugget to run on, that you have painted yourself in a corner. So let's find out what that's about. Painted yourself into a corner. Let's get a little bit of clarity on that here. How have you been? Hope your week's going well. Have you found your stride during this COVID thing? It's definitely been different. The way to move about with our energy and connect with others. Have you found yourself being more creative? What's been going on? I see that one coming out. Let's get three more. Three more cards. Y'all talk or I'm going to count you down. Here we go. Okay. You go over here and here. Give me just a second to see what you've got going on. Well, it's obvious you got money on your mind. Power and strength running forward. I'm gonna get a rune on this Knight of Swords. You got the Three of Wands, you got the Four of Pentacles, you got the King of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. That Knight of Swords is blazing a trail, my friend. Like that phrase, bat out of hell, for sure. But it's coming as a result. It's like he's coming after the King of Wands in a form of a challenge. He's almost showing up as like a skeleton. Like a, I don't know how else to say it, a past demon coming back to challenge your authority, your mind, your commitment during this time of latency is what you're saying. This time that the world has kind of slowed down and shifted its vibrations, shifting its change. It's like a race car. It's downshifting, but there's a reason for the downshift. You downshift in order to generate and suck that power back towards yourself so that then it grips the road and you can make that turn. And then as the road opens up, you can shift up. Okay, got the card already. Let's see what we had going on with that signals. But it's coming in, definitely driving at this King of Wands. Loki, gifts, divine answers, nourish, wisdom, and strong connection. Okay, so this kind of trickery going on in your mind that's just, it's just pelting you and just frustrating you and working you to no end. You're feeling it come in out of nowhere. You're like, what is that? But it's showing here that Loki is like that kind of a mischief type energy, or if you've seen those commercials that talk about mayhem, it's that thing that comes in to find out what kind of support you have, what kind of system you have going on. And the King of Wands here has grown kind of flaccid, kind of blasé. You know, doldrums, that type of energy, and you're needing something to stir you up. That's where your mind is like mulling. It's kind of like combing through, well, when you poke at the cinders, it's poking at them. And this is coming to bring that new fresh wind, okay, to stoke the fire. So let's find out. We're going to go ahead and just do our second layer here, because that king wants to talk. Let's get out the four cards to tell us what's going on in the depths with Aries here. What's going on underneath this? What's the backstory to this shiz going on here? Back's there, okay? We'll start with the king. Keep. No, we can't have half the deck. All right, 3 cards, nice and clear for what's on the down low. There's 2. All right, I'm going to leave you there on purpose. I need one more. They're saying not yet. Okay, so we're going to listen. We're going to listen to that. So the 4 of Pentacles is step forward to talk, because this is like a weaving. It's like a rope, and a rope is made up of many strands, and they're bundles of strands that make each kind of thread, and then that thread, or a bunch of threads that make each strand, and then those are woven and braided together. That's kind of what you're saying here, is this is a braiding. It's a weaving together. It's like a stronghold, a mindset, that type of thing going in. So the 6 of Cups provoked this 4 of Pentacles. And I hear it kind of crying out, save me, save me. Save you from what? Save you from what, Aries? You're saying boredom. The foundational principles of life is what you're talking about. The dailies, the mundane, that type of thing going on here. And you're like, okay, I thought this was only going to last a minute. So I took the plunge. I dove right on in. But I'm ready to get on up out of this, is what you're saying. I wasn't born to stay down in these depths. I was born to soar. I was born to, like this guy, I was born to fly. I was born to run with my passion, run with my energy. So it's really wild with the King of Wands being low here, that you've downshifted into the energy of the environment going on around you, but you are a catalyst. You are the game changer. You are the initiator of the zodiac, Aries. Oh, and I look at his face, and his face is like, uh-huh. Money's on your mind because it's a little too earthy right now. It's a little too much because you're like, the way I make money, I make income, I make resource, I make prosperity, I make happiness, liveliness. Those are the juices that are flowing. I have lost control of this, is what you're talking about. So then we'll step into the 3 of Wands. You definitely have your mind on one of them. You have some choices and options, but there's one thing that you've got a good firm grip, grasp, and a hold on. But there's one that's blocking your way. That's obvious. But they're all full of life. You've got these old bindings on your legs, like mummified. And that's some of that King of Wands energy, okay? Because you're showing it needing to be lit up, coming from the ground up. Almost like, I would say struck by lightning, but not in the negative way. It's like the life-giving lightning, like the life tree, the tree of life going on here. And under that we have the 7 of Swords, these mind games that have been going on, messing with your heart. But your heart, it's coming back to life. I'm just not too sure you're aware of it, because you're looking out beyond yourself for things to bring in this resource, this fodder, this thing to feed your catalytic energy on, which is why that Knight of Swords, it's an old mindset trying to come in and charge at this, like to ignite, do the ignition, the spark on the King of Wands. But it's not even just the king. It goes down through all of your wands, through all of your system, down to the base, root, down there. So it's like you have no new, well, you do have new fodder, but you don't. I'm seeing it because you're standing here and you're looking out for your ships to come in, but you have everything you need right in front of you. It's just going to take a little time. But it's a matter of going and making the effort to go to the woodshed, chop the wood, bring the wood, and put it on in the fire ring and light it up. Yes, everything burned down. All the cinders, all the things from the last cycle, from the last season, it is gone. And you kept hoping. And you were like this, waiting and hoping, waiting and hoping, waiting and hoping for it to come in. But what this 7 of Swords is showing us, that's been your own undoing. It's like you are the treasure all along. You're exactly what you're seeking and what you're looking for. Because in this case, the catalyst is life springing back to action. How can you keep your liveliness stirred up and stoke that fire? Not the red passion burning fire, that type, but the passion of the heart, that type of fire burning. How do you keep the home fires burning? What can you do? Well, exercise is one, right? Connecting with others is another. It might have to be through a digital format. I don't know. But it's finding those ways to have integral connection in life. Stop holding your breath. Stop searching the horizon. It's wearing you out, okay? Weighing heavy on your mind here. And it's caused you to be blocked up, okay? It's strange that you wanted to go into the Nero cards because y'all are so full of color in life. So let's go ahead and look at the King of Wands and what was waiting, the Two of Discs. Kind of like the good, the bad, and the ugly. But that's all, yeah, that's making my nose itch like crazy. And they're saying that's all perspective based. But it's like laying down in the midst of this great opportunity, blinding yourself, missing it, because those things are weighing heavy on your mind. The old, the new, the past, the future, all of that. But the present is very present. It's here. You're holding it in both of these in the palm of your hand. You hold the power in the palm of your hand. Your future is here. What are you going to do with that, Aries? So let's see. Let's ask. Let's ask. Where are we going to dive into? Let's see. Can we go to the King of Swords now? You're wanting this deck. So let's look at what's on, Knight of Swords. What is here for Aries? Are you the one? Okay. Interesting. Wheel of Fortune is at the bottom. Get a grip on things. You get a grip on yourself, is saying. Get a grip on yourself. Get a grip on yourself and everything will come. Okay? Now let's look. It came in inverted under the Knight of Swords. We have the Knight of Elixirs. Interesting. So you're kind of, it's like wasting time is what I see. I know elixirs has to do with cups, love, water. It's wasting time. Time is a precious commodity. So when we talk about love, we can talk about things that are precious. And there are good things springing forth here, but it's like you're wanting to waste that time, kind of like wanting to act out. Remember that mischief, that mayhem? Kind of wanting to act out your feelings of how you feel about all this going on right now because it's pretty intense and you feel it quite profoundly. And you're talking about more of a beneath the surface type energy. So it's kind of like coming up and wanting to act it out. But life here, the presence of life is very real, very tangible, and it's showing up in a different form, in a different format. And it's waiting to see how you choose to engage with humankind. Okay? So I want to get a credit card on Aries. And this greened up energy, this energy of the heart. Thank you. Pasha of the heart. Y'all, look at that. It says all of you, all of you, all of you. And the power in the olive, about the all of you, is the olive pays a great price to show its love. All right? It's here to offer itself as the commodity, to offer itself as life, to offer itself completely and wholeheartedly from beginning to end, in the full composition is what it's saying here. Completely surrendered, devoid of selfishness, a pure open channel. And the olive, as you know, to make olive oil, it costs the olive everything. Seeds from above cost me nothing but my love, which is everything. So your intention, your invention is very much, if we had a Sesame Street word of the day in big letters, it would be invention, Aries. That is what is showing up for you here. So let's get a little bit of outgoing energy for your invention that you're bringing about. Interesting. That was a crafty way to go about, kind of like that serpent here. That pure-mindedness to bring about that epiphany. So what is Aries' invention here coming in? And what's the energy to assist with that? That's the one. The thinking woman. 40. Oh, okay. We've got two. Community and the thinking woman. 7 and 47. Maybe joining a forum. like a chat room, something like that. Of We can say like-minded individuals, but it really has more to do with complementary energies, energies that really merge and work together, kind of like spices in a dish or ingredients in a recipe. They come together to form a whole new thing that would be an invention, right? An invention of love, stepping out of your typical comfort zone because you know you go. So the thinking woman here, to sit and kind of wait, you can see it's kind of cold and dark, and so the opposite of your energy, to go into that, it's not like it is an opposing energy. It is an opposite energy. Remember, going down into the depths to rise back up. That if it's burned out to cinders, it's a new season, it's a new time. Go chop that wood to put into your fire ring to warm your hearth in your home, right? To bring forth that invention, because necessity is the mother of invention. And with that, Aries, I'm going to say bye for now. Love ya.